Hey guys, it's Issa. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you are returning, today is a brand new day. Videos ago, like 2 videos ago, I did a video about people not liking you but still watching you. And I wanted to go ahead and follow through with that little series and talk about toxic family. I'm really just going to talk about some things that you could really do and how to deal with them and some of my experiences, because I feel like in your time of adolescence, like, you go through so much. You go through so many fake people, you go through so many toxic people, you go through so much pain, you go through so much heartbreak, and it's just like boop, 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 boop. You always like, what's next that's coming? Like, who's trying to hurt me now? And the thing is about this lifetime, you just learn so much throughout this lifetime. The person that you were or the person that you are right now is not the same person that you're going to be when you are a little older. For example, like, the person that I was when I was 17 is completely different from the person that I am right now, which is 24. And like, when I look back at my 17-year-old self, 18, 19-year-old self, and I look at who I am today, it's completely different. And I thank God. I thank God for everything that I've been through with my family, because it has made me who I am today. They have taught me the things that I know today. Whether they know that they taught me a lesson or not, whether it was a good lesson or a bad lesson, they have taught me a lesson. To be quite frank with you, my family watches my videos. They watch my videos. So that's the only way that some of them, not all of them, can keep up with me. That's how they stay in contact with me, because I don't really deal with them. But the reason I'm making this video today is because, like I said, somebody needs to hear this video. Somebody's going through a certain situation with their family and they want some advice on how to deal with toxic family and things of that nature. And I want to give y'all some stories, you know what I'm saying, because I have been through a lot. And I know that I have documented a lot of things from when I used to live in New York to me moving to North Carolina. And I just want to say that your toxic family is a blessing. They don't know that they're blessing you, but they're blessing you through the curses that they try to give you. Can I get a word? They are blessing you through the curses they are trying to give you. I got excited because, for real, they don't know what they have put you through, but what they put you through was God's way of putting you in a better position. There are some people that today I don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? I just don't deal with them because of the damage that they have done to me, but I have forgiven them. Because the first step to dealing with these toxic people is forgiving them. Because for they know not what they do, okay? Even Jesus had haters, you feel me? Jesus had people who followed him, but they hated on him. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something so different about you, and they don't like the fact that you're different. They don't like the fact that you don't follow their whatever they got going on. They don't like that you are a leader, not a follower, and they don't like the fact that you question what they do. And I want to give a perfect example of this, and a perfect example of this was when I was living in New York. So when I was living in New York, that was my first time really, I don't want to say I was living on my own, because I was never really living on my own. I didn't have my own apartment. I didn't have my own anything. However, it was the first time where I was like free, because I was in my late teens, pretty much late teens, and it was my first sense of having freedom, y'all. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm out here, I'm living with family and stuff like that. And God bless my cousin who let me stay with her, the cousin that I had in the Bronx, because I was so young and she was looking out for me. And till this day, like, we still cool and everything like that, but I went through a little moment of rebellion, because like, I'm trying to be here, I'm trying to be there. My goal was to go to New York and save up money for college. Save money for college. But I really didn't want to leave New York, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to, like, I really never wanted to come back to North Carolina. And a lot of you guys who know me, you know that I was going to New York and I was in cosmetology school. After cosmetology school, I came back here. Didn't want to come back here, but I did. And then I went back to New York the following year, lived with my family, well, lived with my cousin, and she did wonders with me. And to this day, I'm so thankful for her because she really held it down for your girl. I had a lot to learn. I thought I knew it all. And you know, you dealing with a 17, 18-year-old girl who just, you know, she thought she'd live life and she going, yo, what going, you know, she thought she knew it all. But in the midst of me trying to explore and learn a lot about myself and, you know, just trying to explore my new sense of freedom, because, you know, y'all know I come from a very strict religious household, so I wanted to do what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of people telling me, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, this and that. And so, to whom is asked, whom is given. The thing about me was that I was like, I have always been like a goody two shoes. Nobody is perfect, but I've always been the type that had like a conscience. And like every time I did something bad, at the core and center of my heart, I always felt bad for doing things that I just was not used to doing. And I'm gonna be real, like I never wanted to come back to North Carolina, like I was saying before. And I had a lot of mistreatment when I was in New York. I was like Cinderella living in New York. And I thank God for my friend. Like my friend used to come and pick me up, and like I can't give like specific details. That's why I'm like dancing around it a little bit, because I never want to disrespect anybody and I never want to put anybody out there for what they have done to me. But there have been some malicious things that have been done to me, and that's why I'm here talking about it and telling people that this too shall pass. I went through things where I don't even want to get into detail. Just know that it was toxic. You know, they gave me little claps on social media. It was real bad. It was real ugly, and they expected me to stay silent, you know? And I did for a very long time. I did stay silent for a very long time because I wanted so desperately to be in New York. My point to say, because I don't want to make this video too long or play the victim or anything like that, because I'm not a victim, baby. And that's another thing. They will try to say, oh, you always trying to play the victim, this and that. But I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. Look at me. I'm glowing. I'm beautiful. I lost weight. I have a lot of blessings. And that's the point that I want to get to you guys right now, is that if you are like in a toxic situation with your family, just know that through the toxic situation that you're going through with your family, God is going to bless you. He really is, because I, like I said, never wanted to come back to North Carolina to be here. North Carolina is not my favorite place. Will I be here forever? I don't know. But there are still certain goals that I accomplished through coming to North Carolina, through these people who did me so dirty, through these people who treated me like Cinderella, through these people who spoke so negatively upon my name, through these people who actually, they were thinking and acting like they were victimizing me, but they were really victimizing themselves. Through these people, I decided, okay, I'm gonna come back home. I was so unconfrontational, you know, with these people who wanted to be confrontational all the time. I was so non-confrontational that I just came back home. I just came back home right here. And I really didn't want to. I really didn't want to. Like, I had to get another family member to basically come and bring me home. Literally, physically, come with me to my home, because I really wanted so badly to be in New York. But they blessed me though. They blessed me though, because when I got here, I was so dehydrated. Like, I was drinking so much that my hands were turning like orange, and like my feet, I had a hole in my foot that I never had before. Y'all know I'm very girly, and I was just wearing sweats all the time. My hair was pulled back. If I could find some snaps of what I was looking like at that time, I was just looking so distraught. I was like, you know, I was just going through it. And that's a whole nother thing. Like, if you're going through a hard time, you know, in life, just pray to God that he helps you, because like toxic people, they always come back, which they did, you know what I'm saying? And I really had to pray through all of this and heal through all of this. Like the other day I was talking on the phone with a family member, which inspired me to make this video, and he told me, yeah, remember I was telling you guys about my hands? He was like, yeah, when my aunt called me, my aunt meaning my mother, when my aunt called me, she told me that you looked so dehydrated, your hands were not even the same color, your feet was peeling, you wasn't even dressed the same way, you could tell that your eyes look weak. It's crazy. I don't even know what I had to go through. Like, I would go to the store and like have to purchase food, and it was, I don't even want to get into depth about what it is that actually happened, because it's crazy. Like the way that people will do you, you know what I'm saying? The way that people will do you, I won't go into detail, but I would just say that like I would have to go to the store, I would have to purchase food and like just feel separate from everybody. And it was just one of those things that energetically I would just have to stay to myself and try to not push anybody's buttons. But yeah, I just desperately wanted to so badly be in New York. I really realized that God pushed me here because now I'm in such a good place, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a good place, even though like I'm not in a perfect place, but I feel like nobody's in a perfect place. I'm in a good place. I had so many blessings that have come to me. I've reached so many goals that I didn't think that I was gonna accomplish, and I've talked about this before, you know what I'm saying? I'm enrolled in school, I got my license, I got a new car that I wasn't even expecting to get a new car. I never really wanted a new car, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a car owner at that, like, and it's like all these blessings came to me, not back to back, but them treated me the way that they treated me was the door opening. They opened the door for me. And I just want to say thank you, because I know y'all watching. I just want to say thank you. Them treating me so horribly, and me worrying about, you know, me worrying about certain things. I don't want to say I ever starved, but me worrying about, okay, you know what, I know that I don't want to be like a bother, so I just want to make sure that I always get my stuff right. Me coming back to my house was them opening the door to all the blessings that I have been able to receive right now. So thank you. I don't even need to to go further than that, but I do want to say this, right? Like, start your healing process. Forgive these people, because for they know not what they do. And to be honest, I have gotten to a place where I have healed so much that some of the things, not all of the things, because there's a lot of things that I still do remember, but some of the things that these people have done, and well, not, I won't say what they have done, but what they have caused in your life, like the things with my hands, this was stuff that my cousin was reminding me that actually happened to me, because I'm so far from where I used to be that I don't even remember what some of the things that happened to me because of what certain people have caused in my life. And you know, I'm not saying that you're not going to encounter other people who try to do these harmful things to you, but these toxic family members are always going to want to keep in touch with you. They're always going to want to know about you. They're always going to want to know what you're doing, how you're doing, and they're always going to be the same people that if you do go back to them, they're going to remind you of who you used to be when you were with them. But they won't remind you what they did to you. They're just going to remind you, hey, humble yourself, because this is who you used to be when you was with me. Remember you used to be that person? Remember you used to, No, I don't remember, actually. I don't even remember being with me. But pray. I prayed so much during that time. You know what I'm saying? I prayed so much during that time. And I think till this day, I always still mention God. I always still mention God, and God has continued to bless me because I'm always mentioning God. It don't matter where I'm at. It don't matter what I say. I'm always mentioning God. I always say, God, please deliver me. God, I always speak life into myself. Even when I wasn't speaking life into myself, that's something that I recently, you know, started doing over the past few years, was speaking life into myself. I still prayed. I prayed for better days, and better days have come, and better days are coming. And I just want to thank, you know, you got to be thankful for these people. You know what I'm saying? Because they are opening doors for you. They're opening portals for you that you don't even know that they're opening. Sorry, yeah, my card was full because I was definitely yapping at the mouth. But all this damage that these people have done to you is crazy when you're going to look back. Because I know somebody's young, like probably in their teens, and they're probably watching this video. You may not even be in your teens. You may be in your early 20s or like your mid 20s like me, and you watching this video and you dealing with somebody right now who has been completely toxic to you, who is a complete narcissist. And trust me, I still have narcissistic people who have done me dirty in my life till this day. You know what I'm saying? And they watch me. They watch who I was when I got here. And they're not really a part of my life today, but they try to be a part of my life. They try to intrude in my life. They try to remind me as well of who I used to be. They try to find out what I'm doing, you know, because I don't really revolve myself around them, but they try to find out what I'm doing, try to find out who I'm dating, try to find out the pain that I'm going through if I'm going through. They pay attention to everything. They pay attention to everything. They pay attention to the clothes I'm wearing, the hairstyles I'm doing. You know, they pay attention. Oh, I just bought a new purse. The shoes I just bought. They want to know everything. They know absolutely everything. They stalk my Instagram. They stalk all these things. Why? Because they're not really a part of my immediate circle, and they try to figure out who I am or who I'm trying to become or where I'm trying to elevate, because these people don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to elevate. So you really got to watch your back and keep your distance. And I understand that, you know, you can't just cut everybody off. I'm gonna just be real. You can't just cut everybody off, but you do have to know how to deal with people accordingly. And I feel like that's the biggest thing that I have learned over time, especially like for me, right? I'm gonna just speak about me personally. I've always been very, very like emotional. Like I'm an empath, so I know like when you do something, when you take a dig at me, I can feel the dig before it's coming. Like, I know when someone is going to do something that's going to be wild. And sometimes because I didn't trust my own intuition, especially being young and all of that, like, so I will go through experiences. But all the people that have actually done me dirty have really done themselves dirty. They have really done themselves dirty. They have not done me dirty because I'm protected, but they did themselves dirty. And all the people that have done me dirty right now are suffering in some type of way, form, shape, or fashion. Like, yes, they suffering. And honestly, let me tell you something right now, because the people that do you dirty, really pray that God has mercy on their life. Because when you do people dirty, pray that God has mercy on them. That's what the Bible says. You got to pray that God has mercy, because when you mess with somebody who is a child of God, when you mess with somebody who's a child of God, I'm telling you, even the Bible says you got to pray. I wish I could have worn some sunglasses in this video, because I don't even want these people to have the privilege to see my face right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have come to a place where a lot of the trials, and just think about it, I'm talking to you guys and I'm letting you know, like, a lot of the trials that you're going through right now with these people, it hurts. I know it hurts because it hurts me, and I'm still going through some trials. You know what I'm saying? It hurts so bad, but guess what? Like, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. It has made me into the woman, not a girl. It has made me into the woman that I am today. And the same people, the same family that gossip about you, that spread rumors about you, that talk about you on social media, they're the same family members that want to get close to you later on. They're the same family members that will call you, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but years down the line. Years down the line, like, hey, how you doing? How are you? Like, how are you? These people want to know. They want to know everything about you. They do. They want to know how you doing. They want to know if they could eat a piece of that pie. They want to know if they could sit at the table with you. And to be honest with you, no, you can't. You can't. It's a high and by situation. But like I said, you can't always cut these people off. You can't. And sometimes it takes a certain level of maturity, because some of these people will probably still be in your environment on a daily basis. The best thing that I could tell you is to stay low key. Don't announce your moves before you make it. You gotta move like a serpent, baby. You gotta move like a snake, because you're dealing with snakes. You're dealing with snakes. They want to know every move you make. Do you shop at Target or do you shop at Walmart? Do you get your extensions at the beauty supply store or do you get them online? You know what I'm saying? Do you buy your shoes at Foot Locker or Champs? And it's just like, these are the same people. The same people that did you dirty won't give you an apology. No, because you've done it. You've done everything wrong in the book. They expect you to receive them back with open arms, and then they don't even want to give you an apology, but you gotta treat them with the same love and respect and loyalty that they had before they betrayed you. I can't even look at the camera while I said that. Like, for real. But to be honest with you, operate in love. Operate in love. You know, when these people do you dirty, you know, you don't have to deal with them closely. Just keep your distance. You know, you're probably going to have to deal with them on a day-to-day basis, but move in silence. Every move that you make, don't announce it. That's the best advice that I could give you. There's people wondering why I do certain things. There's people wondering, oh, I always wondered why, you know, you haven't gone back to New York if you love New York so much. I don't have to explain myself to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just continue to talk about how I love New York, and you mind your business. And you mind your business. Because there's still people right now who they just so desperately want to know why I'm not moving the way that they have moved. And to be quite frank with you, I don't have to explain why I'm moving the way that I move. Because if I was to explain that to you, what would you do with that information? You see what I'm saying? So move in silence, y'all. Don't let these people try to manipulate and control you. Just deal with them on a high and by situation. Talk to them, you know? If you have to. Talk to them if you have to. If not, then keep it pushing, baby. It's a high and by. Be cordial about things. But they don't have to know certain things is going on with you, because they will really try to control you. They will really try to manipulate you. And not only manipulate you, right? They desire the worst possible thing for you. So what happens, right? They put spells on you, because there's power in the tongue, right? So let's just say you want to go ahead and get your own, I don't know, you want to buy yourself your first pair of luxury shoes, or your first pair of, you want to buy yourself your first pair of a luxury purse or something like that. You want to get yourself a pair of Louis Vuittons, and you tell your family or friends that you want to get your first pair of Louis Vuittons. Oh, why you need a pair of Louis Vuittons? You think you bougie now? You think you this now? Remember when we was together and when we was younger and you only used to wear Skechers and I used to clown you for that? This is how family do. Like, as soon as you tell them you're trying to elevate, and it's not all family, y'all. It's not all family, because there's good family out there. There's good family out there, but why are you trying to do that? You know, you can't afford to have that. I may not be able to afford it now, but I may be able to afford it later. Why would you not want me to afford it? You know what I'm saying? But don't ever become confrontational with these people, because these people are the same people who always make remarks about certain things. If something is going wrong, it's toxic too. It's toxic too, because they smile in your face and talk behind your back. But they want you to be so close to them, and they want you to tell them everything. Y'all, I could go on and on about this, but it's just, I want to let y'all know, like, if these people are treating you bad now, just wait. Just wait a few years, and you'll see when you look back how their life is. Because people who do wrong, it never goes unnoticed by God. God always sees how you treat other people. God always sees how you treat other people. And I thank God that for the most part, I'm not perfect. But don't try to get revenge for yourself, because I've tried to get revenge for myself, and honestly it never works out. Just let God handle it. I know it may be hard, but let God handle it. Let the universe handle it, because he always does. He always does. And he can handle it better than you can. He can handle it better than you can. Just pray for them that they're able to make it through the times that God is gonna put them through. You know, because I have seen the people who have done me dirty, and dang, I kind of feel bad. You know, I kind of feel bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel bad. And then it's crazy because they don't learn their lesson. They don't learn their lesson. Even though things are going left for them, they still worried about what's going on with you. They're worried about why you haven't made a certain decision, or whatever the case may be. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But when I tell you, if you could get away and start your healing journey, do that. Don't try to be revengeful. Heal personally. And like, you're gonna heal so much that some of the things that you went through, like I said before, somebody's gonna have to literally, like, in conversation, to remind you, be like, yo, do you remember when this happened to you? Actually, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Like, the fact that you even brung this up, I literally forgot that happened to me. For real. For real. But don't deal with these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep limited to no contact with these people, because they will try to destroy you. They will try to destroy you. And move in silence. Even if you're going to move away from them, do that in silence too. Like, because they'll get the message. And some of these people are not going to want to let you go. They're not. I wasn't even going to make a video showing my face today. I was going to do this video over a voiceover of just different clips, because, like, I don't even want to give people the privilege to see me. But yeah, let me know if y'all can relate. Leave me a comment down below. I'm going to continue to make, like, different videos like this over time. Like, I want to get back into being raw and connecting with y'all, because I feel like it's 2022. Changes are coming, and big things are coming. And I want to go ahead and talk to y'all, because people act like real things don't happen, and they do all the time. And I respect, these are the type of videos that I watch on YouTube. Whenever I'm going through a hard time, whenever I'm going through something, I want to be able to see somebody else who has dealt with a similar situation. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all like this hair? Like, it's cute, right? It's a custom. It's a custom. Maybe I'll talk about, you know, how I do this in another video. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys.